You know, the real tragedy in all this, Stuart, is that if you go back a few years ago when oil was at $100 a barrel, what was it doing for the people of Venezuela?
On the streets saying, we want capitalism instead of socialism. There's people out on the streets saying we want to eat.
To-mouth, hand-to-mouth existence for a country that has some of the largest proven reserves of oil in the world.
There is no fear anymore. This is a citizens' revolution.
Between 2014 to 2016, oil prices dropped from over $100 a barrel to less than $25.
And essentially what Venezuela is living on now is less than half of the oil price that it had a few years back.
Corruption has been a major factor in the decline of the oil industry. Billions have been stolen in recent years, creating a new and very rich socialist elite.
Hugo Chavez came into power after a military coup in 1998 and stayed in power with the socialist government until his death in 2013.
Impulsaré las transformaciones democráticas necesarias.
A month after Chavez's death in 2013, a bitterly divided nation went to the polls. Vice President Nicolas Maduro, a former bus driver, narrowly won the presidential election over opposition leader Enrique Capriles. Since then, Maduro has stuck with many of Chavez's policies, and for the most part has ruled by decree.
Food shortages are widespread. 3/4 of the population has lost about 20 pounds.
People are genuinely dying of hunger in some cases. 12% of children are suffering from acute malnutrition in Venezuela.
Esto es recorte de pescado que está comiendo la gente, miren, cabezas de pescado, miren. Recorte que antes comían eran los perros, con el perdón de los perros.
Nada, tengo meses que no compro leche. La carne, el pollo, carísimo si logras conseguirlo.
Meanwhile, the economy, hunger, narco-trafficking, and violent crime have continued to spiral out of control.
As his popularity plummeted, the opposition party was elected into the National Assembly.
In response, Maduro called a special election to create a constituent assembly, a unique institution with the power to change the nation's constitution. Many believe he will use this governmental body to consolidate his power.
Convoco al poder constituyente originario. Convoque una asamblea nacional constituyente.
This has caused mass protests every day throughout the country for the past 3 months.
And as the date of Maduro's Constituent Assembly approached, the crisis has escalated. On June 27th, a police officer hijacked a helicopter and attacked the Maduro-controlled Supreme Court with grenades and gunfire. Only days later, Maduro loyalists stormed the National Assembly, attacking security guards, journalists, and the lawmakers themselves.
Armando Armas fue agredido por los grupos violentos colectivos.
That's definitely my blood. It was my head, this is my hand.
And the risk of physical danger continues.
On July 16th, in a show of mass defiance, more than 7 million Venezuelans voted to recall Maduro in a symbolic nationwide referendum.
Pasar por encima de la Constitución, eso no lo podemos permitir los venezolanos. No queremos, no que ahora aquí no hará consultivo para aquí no queremos constituyente, aquí no queremos que ese tipo se dé cuenta de que el pueblo no lo quiere.
Maduro's forces have responded with mass arrests and violence that also frequently target elected officials from the opposition, including Capriles, his presidential opponent in 2013.
Caso que me dieron en el rostro, otro golpe que me dieron en el rostro. Lo que le faltó fue cuando yo le dije, pero me va, y le digo, pero yo soy el gobernador de este estado. A mí me importa un carajo quién eres tú.
The United States has denounced the election results and placed sanctions on Venezuela.
The United States imposed additional sanctions aimed directly at Maduro himself.
Maduro is not just a bad leader. He is now a dictator.
As the situation worsens, the only way to help is to bring awareness to the issue.
La libertad, Venezuela, eso es que apoyo a Venezuela entera, la libertad, la libertad por el país. No solamente Freddy Guevara, a Venezuela, a todos los a la Asamblea Nacional, viva Venezuela.
Nos declaramos en legítima rebeldía, unidos hoy más que nunca con el bravo pueblo de Venezuela para desconocer la tiranía asesina de Nicolás Maduro.
Es un falsante. Esta constituyente lo que quiere es que ellos tengan más tiempo en el poder, porque no pueden dejar el poder, porque son corruptos, son ladrones, y en ningún lado lo van a recibir.